Good evening, live at 5. You're a little bit high there, aren't you? Let's get that rearranged. Hello. Hello. Good evening, everybody. Hello, hello. How is everybody today? Right at the very end of November. Hello, everyone. Hey, Maz. Maz is on the blog today, everybody, with a beautiful Bernadette skirt. Go check it out. You are very, very welcome, Shaquila. Thank you. Hi. Hi, Sue. Hi, Elaine. Hi, everybody. Hi. Oh, lovely to see everyone. So many of you joining in. And I'll be honest, I don't feel like I have a huge amount to talk about this evening. Yay, Nikki's out of work on time. That's what we like to hear. Hi, Carol. Hi, everyone. So I'm not going to make it a very long live this evening because we have a no-sew fabric bauble making workshop this evening. So the lovely Sarah of Sarah's Sewing Services is coming to teach a workshop tonight. So I've got to be away, and yep, second of our festive workshops. Third, actually, if we count pyjamas. So yeah, you're just sewing the hole in the lining on your bestie bag. Lovely. Everyone seems to be making a bestie bag right now. I was printing that today as well. Hi, Alice. Hi, Lorraine. Lovely. Oh, it's nice to see you all. Oh, so how's Black Friday treating everybody? Have you picked up any deals? Stolen any TVs or started any riots in Asda? I don't really feel like that happens anymore, does it? The bestie bag is a pattern by Blackbird Fabrics, I think. And it's like, we were trying to describe this to someone the other day. It's like a banana-shaped crossbody. Yeah, it's really nice, but it seems to be really popular. You're making a long sleeved Nell. Lovely. Ooh, is that a hack? Because it doesn't come with a long sleeve, does it? Oh, miserable Northern Ireland. Never mind. Right, guys, I don't know what I'm really going to talk to you about tonight. I will show you the tiny amount of new fabric that I've got to show you. And we can talk about bag webbing. And then I'll maybe tell you about a couple of things that I've got lined up for sewing that are all purple. Thank you, Alice. So let's have a look at these waxed cottons first. And I also know that I've got some requests from Sarah Bailey, Sarah Quashie, still getting that mixed up, but she's not on the live. She said she can't make it, but would I show some fabric? So I can do that. So if you've got any requests for anything off the shelf to have a look at, please let me know. Now's the time. Get your thinking caps on. Ooh. So waxed cotton, what is it? It is cotton. It's a cotton fabric which is coated essentially in wax, and you may sort of recognise that from things like Barbour jackets. What's going on with Carol's emails? What am I doing? You've ignored Black Friday in favour of finishing pyjamas. Good for you, Carol. So it's basically the addition of the wax makes it waterproof. So like I say, a bit like the old Barbour jackets. When it's new like this, it can feel a little bit oily, but it does settle down. Now, when you actually handle wax fabric and you crinkle it up, it does get creases in the wax, which gives it quite a sort of rustic kind of feel, which adds to its charm. So it's supposed to do that. People like that. If you do get marks in it, it can also be easily sort of taken back out by warming it with a hairdryer. Who knew? But there you go. So waxed fabric's really nice for bag making and for jackets. in particular, and I know a lot of you like it for bags. So we've got this lovely blue colour, and it's a bit of a bargain because it's only £8 a metre. It's just a bit of a dead stock line, I think, a bit of an end of stock. It does have a bit of a funny feel to it, I've got to say. Do you know, you make such a good point, Carol. It's like, it's a bit like everything. Black Friday was on the Friday, and now it's just stretched back into, yeah, practically into October, isn't it? Everybody's trying to get in first. So that's the blue. And we've got this lovely fuchsia pink. Hi, Kirsty. Oh, I saw a message pop up off you earlier, and I need to get back to you. But Festive Social Stitches is so much more than just sewing with a Christmas jumper on. Oh my days. So we're going upstairs for Festive Social Stitches. And there will be crackers, there will be mulled wine, there will be Christmas music, there will be stupidity. And I always get everybody a present as well. I got everybody a little gift last year, so please do feel free to book on. I think there's a couple of slots left. Oh, right. This one is the fuchsia colour. Yay, festive stitching. Festive Rylan as well. Yeah, we will have Rylan on for sure. Okay. Pink. Would be nice as a jacket, this, wouldn't it? Imagine something like a Kelly anorak. Or, what's that sew over it one? Is it the Dorothy coat? It does leave like a slight trace of waxiness, but it will calm down as it settles in. She's bucking in now. Yep, and Susie will be there. Star guest. So yeah, it's going to be good, guys. I'm going to let you go upstairs if you behave yourselves. If you can behave yourselves. I don't know, can you? You can see these are new because I'm taking the masking tape off. Oh, goodness me. Urgh. Today has been one of those days, and it started with dropping a punnet of raspberries in the kitchen at 5:30 this morning, and it's kind of been like that ever since. Do you know what I mean? So just looking forward. I'm looking forward to the class this evening, but I'm also looking forward to going home. Finally, we've got this gorgeous purple. Susie, you love a bit of wax cotton, don't you? Susie made the buckthorn backpack out of wax. It's really lovely. It's got it smells waxy. It's very nice. You always behave, do you? Is that what you call it? Oh, Susie's going to bake for us again. So 3 really lovely colours. I feel like I'm just rambling this evening, but this is the best you're going to get from me tonight. Yep, Sharon made a rain hat. That's correct. You can make yourself a cape. Sou'wester. It's like the purple quality street, you're right. I've got a purple quality street for my Christmas tree at home. So those are all 3 colours, and you might want to combine those with the beautiful new colours of 38mm webbing that came back in yesterday. I feel like this has been a long time coming. I'm worn out. I've been asked lots of times when we're going to restock the plain coloured webbing, and one of the issues that I had... Nick! Yvette, if you're listening, Nick's your biggest fan. I think I told you about Nick being your biggest fan when we were at Frocktails. So Nick loves Stash Hub. So back to the webbing. I feel like I've been asked about the plain coloured webbings a lot recently, and the reason why I haven't had them back into stock is that usually I will buy them in sort of 10-metre reels, so they're about that big. And the problem that you get is quite often they'll come with like a break in the reel, so you'll be unrolling it and then you maybe got like 2.7 metres and it's snapped, and then So when you've got 10 meters, and for example, say if you're making an oxbow torch, you're going to need 4 meters for that. That can then use up a reel very quickly, and you can often end up with odd bits. So from the breaks or just from regular cutting and ending up with little useless bits. And I've just got this tub now of odds and ends of webbing. So my lovely supplier, Andrew, started doing these big reels, and they're just great. I've had them in, he was only doing 1 or 2 colours to begin with, but now he's doing loads. So the reason why it's taken me a while to get them is I've been waiting for him to do a bigger range in the larger reels, and because it's quite expensive, it's quite an investment. So I wanted to really make sure that we got a good selection of colours. So we shouldn't be running out of webbing anytime soon. These are just 38mm, 25mm will be on the way. But again, that's another big investment. So we're just going to do it one at a time, and we'll start with the 38s. But you can see the size of these. It's like a barbell plate. I'll just do a little workout with it, but it's not very heavy. Although, funny story, when the box came with these in, and I had a huge Gutterman restock in there as well, the guy came through the door from APC with the box on a trolley, and I was like, oh, give that here. And he was like, oh, I don't know, it's heavy. And that's like red rag to a bull, like when they think you can't pick it up. So I just deadlift this box. Nowhere to get hold of it. It's a 17-kilo box, and I was like, ooh, to the table. I was like, I'm not having you tell me I'm weak, but man, it was heavy. So I'm glad I go to the gym. That's all I go to the gym for, to prove men wrong. So I'll quickly show you the colours, and we can have a little look at how they work with some of the planes as well. So this is red. Don't pick what up. You're damn right I was picking it up. I was like, I'm not having that. This is the pumpkin, which is, there was an orange or a pumpkin, and orange was kind of day glow. So this is a little bit more toned down. Prefer pumpkin. It does look like a pumpkin. We've got a lovely fuchsia pink, which, you know, if you're putting that with something like the purple here, can you see how nice they are together? And something like using the rainbow hardware and the rainbow zips with these would just be gorgeous. We have got a purple. I like how I'm just cuddling this roll of waxed cotton. And again, we can go purple and pink because, you know, they're my favourites. We have a lovely lilac. I'm not sure I've actually had a purple webbing before. I know I've had a lilac, but not a dark purple. So this, I think this is the usual shade of lilac. Ooh, we have pale pink. Stop cuddling the webbing. The fabric even, so a nice sort of baby pink colour there. Lime. Nice lime though, it's not, it's more, I think it might be called leaf rather than lime. In fact, I need to check if that's on there. And turquoise, which is very beautiful, like a nice sort of a light teal colour. And then finally we've got the sensible slate grey and the all-important black that everyone goes mad for. So that's my little rainbow of bag webbing. It's really sad what gets me excited. It's hundreds of pounds worth of bag strap there. I should say it's an 80% polyester to 20% cotton blend, and it's really nice and soft, and it's not stiff, but it is sturdy and it is durable. I know some of the webbings that you get, particularly on like eBay, can be quite thin and a bit, it's not like that at all. It's really, really nice. So, you know, I don't sell rubbish. Okay, so those are the only sort of real new things that I've got this week, because we've had a lot of new fabric lately, haven't we? And you guys have blown me away with your response to some of those things. I don't know if you can see behind me, but can you see here there is an empty shelf? There's nearly 2 empty shelves, nearly 3. that was full of, I just realised that when I do that on YouTube, that's really not going to work. That was full of the, come on brain, the organic soft sweat, and just blown away by that. I think I got 10 colours of that with coordinating ribbon, and there's very little of any of the colours left. There's a bit of the turquoise, and I've noticed that the stock level needs checking and updating because it's only showing a metre. So I feel that if the turquoise was up to date, there wouldn't be any of that either. And I've only got spiced coral and classic red after that. So I hadn't intended on restocking those until after Christmas now. But if you would like me to restock them before Christmas, I think I might put an order in next week. So let me know if you want to see those come back. They seem to have been really popular so far. And I've seen a couple of makes pop up in them as well, which is lovely. Worn out. Right. A couple of other little bits. Just going to chat about quickly. I couldn't remember the name of this pattern last week off the top of my head, but I thought I'd look it out. This is Simplicity 9456, and I just wanted to talk about this because of the super fluffy, let's get covered in fluff, the super fluffy sweatshirts, the alpine fleeces. They're just beautiful. So I was sort of talking last week about how these would be nice as a oversized sort of blanket hoodie, and I knew there was a pattern knocking about, and it's that one. So let's hold that up there, and you can see you've got two options on here. 3, in fact. You've got a regular sort of big hoodie, and you've got you can see there for view A, it's like an oversized jumper, so without the hood, or you've got like the full-on hoodie dress. Days like today, I could do with that just for working on the computer. But I thought something like that would be lovely in these fabrics. So I just wanted to share that pattern. And yeah, that's kind of all that's going on here this week. I do have a little plan myself. I was thinking the other day, I might make a jumpsuit. It looks mega cozy. I'm going to go from like one extreme to the other now. I want to make a velvet jumpsuit. But I'm thinking maybe the stretch velvet, and there's not many patterns. I was looking at patterns last night and I'm not feeling like over inspired. I am a bit fussy when it comes to patterns. I'm not going to lie, look at all this fluff now. So sometimes I get a specific style in mind and it's kind of hard to find what I'm looking for. But I am fancying, I keep coming back round to this new look pattern, this 6554. That on there. This has been in the catalogue for as long as I can remember. And you can kind of tell with Simplicity and New Look patterns if it's like a line drawing and not an actual photograph of a model, it's generally quite an old design. So what they do is periodically they take like less popular designs out of the catalogue to make way for new ones. So if it's got a line drawing on it, it kind of means it's been in there for a bit, and that is generally a good sign that it's a bit of a tried and tested pattern. So I'm thinking of maybe giving this a go. It's for knits in the purple stretch velvet, which I'll show you here. I know a few of you laid your hands on the stretch velvet in the last few weeks. She does look like she's got a headache. Maybe she's had too much mulled wine. And she's like, I regret all of my life choices. I wish I'd never come to Social Stitches. But yeah, obviously this is my colour. Style, yeah, I looked at the Style Out Bryce. Why did I not like that one? I feel like I've looked at everything and just thought, no. It's like I thought about the Deer and Doe Sirocco, but I don't really like the trousers. I don't know, I just keep coming back to this one, so I think I might just go with it. Maybe that's just a sign. The only concern I have is that it's a wrap on the front. And quite, when I've looked at other pictures of it made up on Instagram, it does look quite open. So I think what I might do is just make it up and then pin it down and just hand tack it down so it doesn't open up. Because yeah, probably need to take an inch out of the bodice because I'm quite short here. Will the stretch need pre-washing? The answer is always yes. However, I would say with the polyester stretch, like if you're in a rush, you'd probably get away with it. It's not going to shrink in the same way that a natural fibre would, I don't feel. But yeah, I've got purple on the machine now. I'm going to put purple on the overlocker tomorrow, so I feel a plan forming. And I always end up doing a bit of last minute Christmas sewing. So I think that might be it. But I'm thinking that that would be really, really nice for Christmas Day because it's going to have that whole secret pyjamas kind of feel of just really soft and comfy and stretchy. And I won't have to wear any tights because I'm a bit fed up of wearing tights. So yeah, I think that's a plan. Shall we do it? What do you think? The reason why I have purple on the machine at the moment as well is because, I don't know if you've seen my story from yesterday, I've just got a real Christmas tree for the shop. It was a free one, and I've bought some lovely pink baubles for it, so it's nice and on brand, but I wanted to put something homemade on it that's kind of relevant, and I made up this lovely little... This is so cute. This lovely little velvet bow. I'm going to hold that up so you can just see it. How cute is this? I used the Cinnamon Daisy. It's Cinnamon Daisy, isn't it? Yep. Cinnamon Daisy Barkley bow pattern, which is just a very simple bow pattern. And it is technically for a hair clip. So you can put a hair clip in the back and then... but these are actually a really nice size for the tree. So I made this one up in cotton velvet, and I did interface this because I wanted them to hold the shape. However, I don't think it needs it, so I'm not going to do the rest. This morning I cut out another half a dozen of these, so another 6 in the velvet. And then I also started using my scraps from the satin skirt that I've made. Everything's super purple, and I'm kind of halfway through a satin one as well. So I'm going to have 6 of these. So I'll have 6 velvet, 6 satin, and they'll all be purple, and it's going to be so cute. But I am going to be sick of sewing these. I can feel it coming because there's a good bit of hand finishing and just... Oh, yeah. Could maybe do some out of this as well. It would stiffen up nicely with a bit of... You all want one for social stitches? We should just have an evening of doing bow making. Yeah. When I did Juliet's dress in stretch velvet, which is upstairs, I could have brought it down. I made her one of those scrunchies with the bows on as well, and that was really, really lovely. So I might do myself one of them. She'll probably want one when she sees this, but what can you do? The pattern for the bow is the Cinnamon Daisy Barkley bow. I'll try and pop a link in the comments afterwards when we're finished. Now, what did Sarah want to look at? Before I forget, I think it was this one. So I'm going to show you all of this, even though Sarah's not here. I'm trying to think. I was going to look at my notifications and then realised that they're on my phone. But I can just see them on my watch. Cerise Floral Jacquard. I'm guessing that that's this one. It is. Okay. Yeah, we need to do more like just fun craft stuff like that next year, don't we? So many plans. Oh, okay. So this is the Cerise Floral. I thought these jacquards would be a bit more popular than they have been so far. They're really, really pretty. These would be really lovely made into the new Sew Over It Hetty dress. The one that's got a bit of structure. It would really be like tight in this. So I'm going to hold that up there. Now this one is funny because it's a bit debatable which is the right and the wrong side. So you can see we've got this sort of tapestry style side on here, but then on the reverse it's kind of different again. So I think you've got the choice on which side you want as your sort of fashion fabric. You've eyed it up as well, have you, Maz? Yeah, it's really nice. It's got the tiniest bit. I don't know if it will come up on camera, but within the pink there's just the tiniest little bit of sparkle. So it's quite jazzy. Yeah, it'd be really cool as a cardigan, or even just some sort of coat, a skirt, a pinafore. Yeah, just really nice. Anyway, so that's the cerise floral. It's funny because it says floral, you would think that maybe that's the right side because that's more pronounced in terms of print. It does have a bit of drape, you're right. I should probably show you that a bit more up by me. Do my usual swishing, but yeah, it's not completely stiff. It'd be warm, that's for sure. It'd be lovely and warm. So I've got one of those Shopify counter things where it shows you how many sales you've done. And it's just going mad. And I keep thinking, oh, someone's ordered. And they haven't. I don't know. It's been doing it all day. It's been getting me excited for no reason. And she also wanted to see the Frida rib knit in black. And I'm not sure if I've shown this on here before. Oh. This one's been quite popular this week. It's gone down a fair bit. It's very hard to show black on camera, so I do apologise, but you can see here it's a soft rib knit. Brilliant, Kirsty. I look forward to it. So really ideal for your cardigans and your jumpers and your sweater dresses and that sort of thing. Just really beautiful. It's super duper soft. It's got a very soft handle. It's got quite a high viscose content, which obviously makes it nice and soft. But yeah, nice sized rib. Good stretch. Snaps back nicely, so I hope that helps. Did she ask for anything else? Yeah, no, that's it. I think that's requests fulfilled. Right, I'm going to have to get going. Elaine, did you say something about things for trousers? If you could be a little bit more specific, I can always get some bits out for trousers last week. What was the name of the material you mentioned a while back that felt soft as your husband's boxers? It is the bamboo jersey, and it's beautiful. My pinafore dress is, it's the Seamwork Danny pinafore. I made this last Christmas, right just before we closed for Christmas, and it was, can you just tell me like what kind of colours or anything? There's lots of things, Elaine, so if there's anything, I've got a lot of suiting, basically. What was I going to say? Yeah, pattern matching this was an absolute nightmare because you've got obviously side seams. Oh, look at that. And then you've got these separate front panels. There is actually a waist seam in there. So I had to match the waist seam, the side seams, the front panels, which join right down the centre. And when I was doing it, this is a printed baby cord. So it's printed onto the fabric. So it wasn't straight. So this is cut a little bit off grain in places, but I couldn't cope with it not lining up, but it gave me such a headache. Anyway, right, thank you, Elaine. Next week we'll have a look at darker coloured trouser fabrics. I've got to dash now because I can see that Sarah's waiting in the doorway and I don't want to leave her out in the cold. But thank you, everybody. Have a great weekend. We do have workshops on here tomorrow. We have a stocking making workshop with Kim from Make the Lakes. And we also have social stitches on tomorrow. So if anybody does want to call in, we've got a couple of spots left on social stitches if anyone wants to come in and have a chat. So take care, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend. And that means you can come and keep me company while I make bows tomorrow. And thank you for all your support. Get lots of sewing done and I will see you soon. Take care. Happy sewing. Bye-bye.